Now, let's read Genesis chapter 2, verse 10 first. A river went out of Eden to water the garden, and from thence it parted into 4 heads. The 4 heads are Pison, John, Hiddekel, and Euphrates. Yes, Gihon is pronounced Jihan, John. I'll read it one more time. A river went out of Eden to water the garden, and from thence it parted into 4 heads. Now the 4 heads are called Pison, John, Hiddekel, and Euphrates. Now the river that went out of Eden and became 4 heads is speaking of the gray matter solidifying into the 4 lobes of the brain, which are the frontal lobe, parietal lobe, temporal lobe, and occipital lobe. So the 4 heads is speaking of the 4 lobes of the brain. But you have to remember, our world is a body, and it's speaking of our world during the embryonic stages, or the primitive world, the early world. So a river went out of Eden to water the garden, and thence it parted into 4 heads, is speaking of the gray matter, and over time as the body's developing and the brain is forming, that gray matter solidifying into the 4 lobes. Of course, the 4 lobes is within the gray matter. And the gray matter is still produced, but over time that gray matter solidifies into matter. Now, where is Eden exactly? This is the $1 million question. Now, I want you guys to grasp. There's a crease or fold on your brain. Good afternoon, peace and wisdom. All praises to the horizon. Wise Solace speaking. Visit the website upscaleknowledge.org. That's .org. Many people are not aware of this, but in Old Norse mythology, or writings, there's a goddess named Eden, spelled I-D-U-N.